Let's begin with a quote by Desmond Tutu. He says, "My father always used to say, don't raise your voice, improve your argument." Good sense does not always lie with the loudest shouters, nor can we say that a large unruly crowd is always the best arbitrator of what is right. Albert Einstein says, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Very beautiful quote. Communication skills is the need of the hour. So, what do you mean by communicative competence? It is the degree to which a communicator's goals are achieved through effective and appropriate interaction. Communicative competence is that aspect of our competence that enables us to convey and interpret message and to negotiate meanings. Today we'll be taking up debate writing. What is a debate? Debating is a more formal way of communicating. Debate is a method of interactive and representational argument. Debate is a series of lectures for and against on a given topic by knowledgeable persons. A debate is a contest where two teams present their arguments intent on persuading one another. If you want to organize a debate, you can follow the setup as shown in the diagram. Chairman, timekeeper. On the left side we have affirmative team, that is for the motion. On the right side we have negative team, that is against the motion. Then speaker area, audience. What makes a debate? Very important. What you say, how you structure it. Purpose of debate. Topics of controversial nature are dealt with when the group needs to be exposed to the pros and cons of the topics or decision. When the participants have the capacity to present their side in a meaningful and interesting manner. There is favorable atmosphere in the group to accept ideas presented by logical argument of the participants. Why do we require good debates? Because it cultivates leadership qualities. It consolidates investigation and analysis skills. It trains critical listening and thinking skills. It enriches open mindedness. It equips with better organization and speaking skills. It builds self confidence. It boosts teamwork and cooperation ability. There are many techniques that each speaker can use in their speech. But there are three main areas you have to focus. A debater has to definitely focus on three areas: matter, method, manner. There are many techniques you can use, but the main focus should be matter, method, and manner. Matter. Matter is the content, what you say. It is the substance of your speech. You should divide your matter into arguments and example. An argument is a statement. The topic is true or false depending on which side you are on, whether you are in favor of the motion or you are against the motion. Matter cannot be just a long list of example. You don't win a debate by creating biggest pile of facts. Very good thing to be noted. If you have a long script and your debate is running into 10 pages, you may not be the winner. Facts are like bricks in a wall. If you don't use them properly, cement them together properly, then it is definitely useless. So you have to think about the quality of your ideas and they should be used properly, otherwise they become useless. Many debates on currently important issues, so it is good for any debater to keep themselves informed on what is happening in the world around them, what are the issues involved. Next, method. Where matter is what you say, method is how you organize what you say. There are many pieces of the method. Team. Good team method involves unity and logic. Unity is created by all members being aware of the definition, what the other speakers have said, and what the team line is. Individual. You must structure your own speech well. The first step is to have a clear idea of your own arguments and which examples you will be using to support those arguments. So, after matter, method is very important. You have collected the matter, content, then it depends how you are organizing it and what you will say, your presentation on the stage. So you have to take examples or ideas which will support your arguments. Manner. Manner is how you present what you say, and there are various aspects of manner that you need to be aware of. Cue cards. Don't write out your speech on cue cards. Cue cards are just the main points in case you forget some point. Just that card will help you. What is the point? Not that the whole speech is written and you are reading it. No. Don't write your speech on the cue card. Eye contact. Eye contact shows the level of your confidence. So maintain a good eye contact with the audience. Voice. There are many things you can do with your voice to make it effective. So voice is very important. When to raise your voice, when to be cool. Your emotions can be expressed using your voice. No required to bang that rostrum and do overacting. Body is a tool for you to use. Make hand gestures deliberately and with confidence. Nervous habits, avoid them. Elocution and other big words. This is not an exercise in grammar or elocution. Very important tips. Try to have some good rebuttal prepared for the other team's strongest and most likely points. The other team may give many arguments. You prepare a rebuttal so that you can give better arguments. Good delivery comes from familiarity with what you are discussing. So you should be familiar with the topic, then only you can debate. So for that you have to research thoroughly and prepare what you can. Give your best points early on. Your strongest argument should be with your first speaker. Don't go over or under time. So don't take more time or less time. Plan it in such a way that you're on time. Pay close attention to the knocks. Start summing up when after the first bell goes. Sit down within 2 sentences of hearing the second knock. So this is a very good tip. Don't go over or under time. That is very important. What are the do's and don'ts of debating? What we should do and what we should not do while debating. Don't let your emotions get the better of you. Do stay calm and speak in a clear, rational voice. A very important point. Some of us try to bang the rostrum and speak very loudly, angrily. So don't pour out your emotion. Stay calm. Speak in a very clear, rational voice. Let your voice fall and rise, but don't become over emotional. Remember, debaters do not always choose what side they are on. A very good point. Usually, for the motion, against the motion, it depends on the requirement of your house. Sometimes you may not be in favor of the motion or you may not be against the motion, but your house required you. So you don't have a choice. Next point, Don't attack your opponents. Present your points. We are not in a war. It is just a battle of words. So, don't attack your opponents. Do stick to your planned, researched arguments. Don't change your script suddenly and then you fumble for words, ideas. Stick to your planned arguments. Cue cards can help a debater to stay focused. So you can use small cue cards and occasionally refer to them. Don't read it, just occasional reference. But don't read, use them just as a guide. And most important is eye contact. Speak to the audience. Do thoroughly research your topic and position. Always consider that someone in the audience is better than you. They may have read the topic, they may have the knowledge of the topic. So, research your topic very well. The best part to squashing a rebuttal is a well researched, well designed presentation. Don't simply state facts. So it becomes very dull and boring. Simply you give out facts. So don't do that. No stating sources or backing up statements that can lead to heavy rebuttal from your opponents. A very good point to be borne in mind. Why? If you give a lot of scope of arguments for the opponents, you lose. So don't state sources or not backing up statements. What will happen then? It will lead to heavy rebuttal by your opponents. Do use humor. Humor plays a very vital role in any type of speech. It keeps the audience connected to you. So use humor, anecdotes in your speaking. Using examples help illustrate your position. Uses an argument of precedence, stories, jokes that are appropriate. That is very important. Just you cannot crack any joke. It should be appropriate to the topic and so that it can be involving. Most important, time. Time is a very important factor in debate. We have to speak the arguments in such a way that we are well in time. Don't try to juggle too many points at once. State your ideas in a logical order. So don't put forth many points. It should be in a logical order. Tip is the more you practice and plan your speaking, the less nervous you will be. Some people they have stage fear. So the more you practice and plan your speaking, definitely you will never feel so. Don't use inappropriate language or gestures. So actions can be used, but to a limit. Don't overdo it. So if you don't present things properly, everybody will ignore you. So don't forget, clarity, volume, and eye contact play an important role in winning a debate. Clarity. It is important to keep it simple. While long words may make you sound clever, they may also make you incomprehensible. Audience may not understand you. If you use high bombastic words, the audience may not understand the point which you are trying to convey. So clarity is very important. It is very important to keep it simple. Volume. Many of us think that shouting means winning debate. The louder the voice, the more the judge is impressed. It's a wrong notion. Shouting does not win debates. Proper voice modulation should be there. Rise and fall of your voice. Speaking too quietly is clearly disastrous. That does not mean that you speak in a very low voice, since no one will be able to hear you. So there comes voice modulation. You should know how to use your voice for speaking effectively. Eye contact, the most important, because the audience will feel involved if you maintain an eye contact with them. Eye contact with the audience is very important, but keep shifting your gaze. No one likes to be stared at. So don't forget, clarity, volume, and eye contact play very important role in debate.